What's up? I'm Empathetic Chicken, here to do another collective reading. I'ma just pull 3 cards and see what's up, because I ain't been having spreads lately. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Winging it. Alright, so we got the learning of rights. There is one who watches over you, and the return of the lost selves. I don't know, I'm just kind of getting from this that like we're sort of like working with people and learning how to like be with people, but also like be ourselves in the process. Like with this whole like lost selves, it seemed like maybe we've lost ourselves along the way in this life, like, because it happens sometimes. Be worrying about like what we're supposed to be versus like accepting what we are, you know. I feel like we got like protection around us too. Like we got some guardians, whatever you believe. Like if you got like some little guides, or could be like actual people, you know, helping you out there. Some little family, I don't know. You seen and protected, like even if you don't feel like it. But I feel like even by yourself, like you can be that for yourself. A little protector for yourself. Anywho, I'm gonna clarify these with some tarot cards. Freaking mosquitoes. Alright, so with the learning of rights, we got the 4 of Cups. And then with there is one who watches over you, we got the Queen of Cups. And the return of the lost selves, we got the King of Cups. I don't know where this is going, but I'm gonna just go with it. I'm just noticing like this little baby, how they kind of like throwing it up, and like they're all attentive, or whatever, that little acorn baby seed thing. You see what I'm saying? It looks like a little acorn baby thing. But they all like attentive and like, you know, they're throwing it up and they're playing with it. They appreciating it, you know. But this little guy, like the universe is giving him this little cup, but he's just kind of like, I don't want it. He's not like appreciating the little gift, like the little seed. I don't know. Like the little opportunity is probably a better word, because this ain't like a pentacle card. I don't know. It don't matter, like earthly. It's a cup, so this looks like a little emotional offering or whatever from the universe. But this guy is just kind of like, I don't know. Like this is usually the card of like being bored, or just like not seeing an opportunity, or like kind of taking it for granted, being a brat, you know. He ain't really seeing what he's being offered. Cause he got like 3 cups up there. He got another one like coming at his face, but he's just kind of like in his own little whatever going on. He's just kind of like Whereas these people are these little monster things. Dang, I'm getting bit. Are like, they in the moment, they enjoying each other's company and like the little baby thing. Like, it's just kind of like a contrast that I'm noticing. So I don't know if maybe we're in a situation where we need to be more kind of inviting and like embrace what's being offered to us. I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting. And maybe we are like learning to like let other people in, because that can be a struggle, like when you're sort of like a loner and you don't really like connecting with people. It's not like your little first instinct or whatever, like when you had to go it alone. Cause like, we don't know this man's backstory, man. Like, maybe he had to like shut down people, like, because he was hurt, you know. Maybe he was like this in the past. Maybe he was that little baby and somebody dropped him on his head. I'm just playing. Nah, I don't know. I'm just getting like, with this too, like with the learning of rights thing, like maybe we need like some, I guess, like understanding around people and how they work, kind of like how they show up, sort of like looking deeper than like the surface level. Cause yeah, this dude might seem a little like discontent and just like blah, like, but like underneath, you don't know what he's going through. Like, maybe he don't feel like he has access to this like fun, joyful energy. Like, maybe he just stuck like in his little head or in his little feelings, because this is like a cups emotional card or whatever. Maybe he just stuck and he can't see the opportunities around him. Like, he just doesn't know how yet. So yeah, maybe like less judgment if we're dealing with some folks, or like towards ourselves if we like mad at ourselves for like not really like fully. Hey, I don't think so. If we like not really fully embracing some little opportunities that we got going, like, because I know it can be annoying when like you sort of like hold yourself back, and like you can be regretful. You're like, dang, I like missed out on that because I was too in my feelings or whatever. Like, yeah. So maybe like we learning how to be open to this little like joyful, like connected energy. Learning to see like the possibilities for connection and happiness and all that good junk. God. There is one who watches over you with the Queen of Cups. I don't know about this one. I'm a little stumped. We got a lot of cups. Like, this is heavy cup energy. So, like, we're dealing with some emotional junk right now. So I'm gonna get another card on this one, cause I don't really understand. Like, what is this Queen of Cups? But there's one who watches over you. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. And thanks. Six of Pentacles. Oh no. I'm getting this as like, as far as like the whole there is one who watches over you, I'm feeling like I'm getting it's like the universe, like this little offering in this cup, like I'm getting that as like the little Queen of Cups, like, cause she's sort of like that emotional, like supportive, compassionate energy. So I'm feeling like, as far as like the one who watches over you, I feel like it could be translated into like the universe, like, and this whole like opportunity, like maybe you ain't like seizing the opportunity, but like it's still there, and like you just like the universe is like presenting it so that you can like give yourself, like open yourself up to it, like, because like the universe kind of knows what we need to grow, like, things just have a way of like flowing and like going, like whatever needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? There's like a process to these things. So like, I feel like whatever is being like offered, it's like for you. And even if like you're not willing to accept it yet, like it's still there. Like you don't have to feel like this little like, well dang, I missed out. Like, cause I mean the cup is there. It's there if you want it. Whenever you're ready to like get out your little feelings and stuff, like, it's there. Oh, it's there, and you can like give it to yourself. Like you don't have to be, in this little. You gotta be the beggar forever. Like you can take the mess. I feel like by receiving, I guess learning how to receive, like we kind of can step into like this role of being like the supportive, like, cause like when we like that whole thing they say about when you fill your own cup or whatever, like you can give to others. So like we can be kind of like, we might be in this little stage right now, we need a little handout, like no shame, you might need a little help, but like eventually, like, you invest in yourself enough, you get to the point where you can like invest in others and like share the love, man. And then like things will be more like balanced. So maybe this whole like opportunity that's being presented is to like bring you back into balance. Cause maybe you're in need of like some little emotional support. Like maybe that's why this situation's coming up, to where you're learning to like connect more and open yourself up. Like maybe you just need a little bit of that little human connection, or like a little monster. We ain't gotta be specific to like humans. Any kind of like emotional support's good, Maybe it's your little cat or chicken or whatever. Oh, you can see Creamy right there in the little area. My little friend. Sid, wanna get in on this? Come to me, my son. He ain't gonna come in the frame just to be ugly. I'm making me in the frame. Sid, oh my god. I love you. What do you have to say? Nothing? Alright, good talk. Anywho, yeah. So regardless of like what you do, I feel like the universe gonna support you, like, and try to bring you into like this little balance of like being self-sufficient and also like being like giving. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like that is a balance that we need to like work on, is being like open but also like secure. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't always need to be like giving something, but you don't always need to like hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be greedy. But it ain't no shame in like needing help either. Like giving and receiving. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about this little camera. I don't like this one. Crooked. So yeah, going on to the return of the lost selves. We got the King of Cups. So yeah, I'm feeling like maybe there was a time when we weren't so like closed off to like this emotional energy, like, but maybe like life just got the best of us. Like maybe we've been through some mess and it freaking hurt, and we were just like, I gotta protect me. Like I gotta I gotta watch over me and shut that shit down. I'm sorry. No. But yeah, I feel like we got to that point because like we were kind of rejecting not only like, I don't know, let me just calm down before I say some stuff that I ain't even mean, or I don't even know what I'm saying. I feel like in life, we kind of like go through a lot of stuff, and like our response to that can be like one of like hurt and just like closing ourselves off, because it feels like rejection, and it feels like that's the answer, is to just like, I guess, internalize it and feel like we're the ones who did something wrong, and we sort of like shut off like pieces of ourselves that feel unacceptable. And like even with this little King of Cups, like he's usually like he's stable, but he can like have a little reputation of being like, I guess, like sort of emotionally like rigid, like kind of, I don't know, that might be like the reverse meaning of this, but like, you know, sometimes he's like the little wounded the wounded man who's like, he don't really know how to deal with his emotions in the best way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That's just sometimes. But anyway, like, I feel like we go through things that make us like shut down certain aspects of ourselves, because like we're sort of like fed these ideas about what's like acceptable and normal, and then like other people kind of like go off of that and treat us a certain way based on what they believe, and all the little lies that spread about how we're supposed to be, blah blah blah. So it can make us like really hold back and hide like our true selves, because we feel like it's not what society thinks is acceptable or whatever. I feel like I'm like repeating myself, but I'm trying to get the point home. So yeah, I think we're being presented this like whatever this little thing is like, and you'll probably know what your situation is. I can't really speak on like what it is exactly, because I don't know your life like I know my life, so I can kind of piece it together. But I think we're getting this little opportunity to like return to ourselves, like in some way, like where we might have like abandoned our own self. This is a chance to like reacquaint ourselves with that like part that we might have like shut off. And I think like the universe is giving us this little challenge to be like, hey, you remember this? Like, you used to be like this. There was nothing wrong with that in the beginning. You just like thought there was, you know. So they're trying to like wake us up, be like, hey, here you go. Like, you still you, like you still fine. Like, you just couldn't accept it before. Like, here's your chance to do things different this time. Yeah. I feel like maybe I made some, maybe I just went in circles, but maybe it's fine because it was what it was. And that's it. So yeah, let me get a little advice card. What's the advice? Like, how can we open ourselves up to like the little lost aspects of ourselves? Eight of Wands. I mean, that's like fast movement of communication sometimes, like just taking action. So I mean, maybe whatever like that little thing is you feel like you missed out on, like, it's the time. Now is the time, man. Shoot them arrows. don't know why it made me think of little like arrows or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, and then we got little 3 cups on the bottom. Like, this kind of looks like this. Oh my God, look at that. I think they stole that imagery from that. Or they did. Something. Yeah, it's sort of like just opening up and like moving more towards that little connection, camaraderie. Like, you don't gotta be like alone. Just, like, you don't gotta be alone, man. I mean, it's good. Like, alone, I was about to say isolation. Like, it's not always good. But like, it's good to be like alone and like secure. You know, I'm all about that because like I have known the isolation. Like, it's good, but at the same time, like, it needs the balance of like the connection. Like, we can't exist like solely on our own. Like, we need people and like little family, friends. You know, we can't just do it all alone. So yeah, see there, like, oh my God, it knows. See, we got the hermit little thing on the bottom with the 3 of cups, so it's like we need this balance of like the little self-reflection and like inner world stuff, what I'm saying, whatever I'm saying, and the little community. And maybe like up until now, we've been a little bit too much in the little hermit. Like, it's time to come out. Like, you know, learn some things. Like, learning. And now it's time to like share those things with other people. Or monsters. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to just call it there. I feel like I had a little rocky start in the beginning, but hopefully there was something in there that made some sense. But yeah, I'm going to pull a little 7 energies card to close this thing off. Yeah, I'm just getting like, you didn't miss out. You might have like ignored it at first, like whatever that thing was, or opportunity you had, like you might have like not known yet that it was safe to take it, or like been ready, but like it's time. Now is the time, man. Like, it's alright to open yourself up and give yourself a change. Like, it's all good. You're a valuable member of this little trio. What's the final little message here? Beyond the ordinary. Alright, let me read this. I actually pulled that card today, so I'm like, get out of my head. I'm just playing. Nah, I really did pull that today. That's weird. Or maybe it was yesterday. It might have been last night, my bad, but still. Alright. Let's see. Beyond our ordinary worlds defined by our memory, our intellect, and our 5 senses is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality called by some the Great Mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, but rather has its own way of working that is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not in place yet. Or not yet in place, my bad. Things may still be in flux, so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and as yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will without trying to ascertain anything in advance. Yes, I mean, one of the reasons we might be like fearful of like taking this new little opportunity, whatever it is like because we want to know the outcome. We can't always know. Like, it sucks not to know, but it's just not always meant for us to know. And I mean, maybe that's what kept us like so stuck in the past and the little comfortability, because like we kind of thought that we knew. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like not knowing is a lot scarier than knowing. So like sometimes we just stay in a little comfortable because it's like familiar. I feel like I've said this before in other videos, but whatever. So I mean, sometimes we just shut down possibilities because we're like, I don't know how to take that. Like, I know what happened in the past, so I feel like I'm gonna just shut it down before it even happens because I already know. When like in reality, like, you don't know. You just think you know. So like, you could really stand to take the little chance, but that would require like not knowing. So it's scarier not to know. I don't know if I'm just talking in circles at this point. So I'm just, let me pull one more just so I ease the tension. Like, how can we be more comfortable in the unknown? I watch it be like something smart about not having answers, not needing answers or whatever. Because sometimes it'll do that. All right. A merry motive. Where's my book? I'm freaking out. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we got a merry motive. I'm gonna read it too. I'm sorry, just reading gets on your nerves, but I just like reading these cards. I can't help it. All right. You've chosen a path, you've set an intention, and you've begun to move toward a goal. You feel compelled to keep going, but do you know the why behind this drive? Do you truly want what you're pursuing, or are you chasing a destination with the anticipation of how it will make others feel about you or you feel about yourself? You must choose to be in the flow of the experience, relishing the moment. Surrender your expectations to a higher power rather than being guided by your limited self. The most important aspect to consider now is where you place your focus, because that's where energy will flow. If you are resentful, the outer world will show you more opportunities to be resentful. If you are envious of others, competitive, and overly ambitious, you will always feel as if you are not enough. If you focus on gratitude and compassion for others, you will see even more reasons to be grateful and loving. When you look for abundance, it has an uncanny way of multiplying in your life. So if you're unsure about your motives, the results will be just as unclear. Dig deep to understand your why. If your true desire is to experience X, let go of your attachment to the form that X is supposed to come in. Make sure your motive is merry and joyful, clear and honest, and aim true. Trust that the universe will provide the outcome that is a perfect match for your intention. It always does. So yeah, I'm getting, like I was saying earlier, like if you just kind of expect the worst and just close yourself off, then that's probably what you're gonna get. So try a little opening up, you know. Try that, because we we in a little universe that this go beyond the ordinary. Like, trust the unknown, whatever. It's harder than it sounds. Trust me. But yeah, just be a little more hopeful and see how that works out for you. I know it's not easy. Like, it's really not, especially when you just like trained your brain to like think the worst all the time, like I have. I'm working on it though. Like, we can get through this. Like, I'm tired of the misery. Like, dang, I'm tired. So I'm ready. I'm going beyond the ordinary. The ordinary, freaking miserable mindset that I had. And I'm going for that merry mode of men. Merry mode. Alright. I'm good. I'm gonna just shut up now. I'm gonna go. But hopefully that was helpful. You got this. Like, I believe in you. I believe in me. Like, we gonna do it. So yeah, I'll be back. If you like this video, like it and comment, do all that junk people say. Subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back for the next one whenever I get the call. So yeah, see you soon, ladies.